I spent a week in my old hometown of Minneapolis covering the response to the federal immigration crackdown known as Operation Metro Surge. I got tear gassed an hour and a half after, and just a block from where Alex Jeffrey Preddy was killed by federal officers.
Very difficult situation to watch. I was hit by a projectile
Fired by the officers. But I found my old city strongly united against what Minnesota elected officials are calling federal overreach.
What do we need to do to get these federal agents out of our state?
And I found strong leadership in the Native community that has been standing up against federal headwinds for centuries.
What we're really seeing is a continuation of tactics that us as Native people are very accustomed to. But what is happening now that is different is more American citizens are waking up to the reality of what it means to be existing under an authoritarian regime that us as Native people already know and understand and have been fighting against for generations.
And Minnesotans seem to be paying attention. An enormous rally through the streets of the city ended with speeches at the Target Center Arena led by Native voices, but not before the singing of the American Indian Movement anthem. AIM was founded in Minneapolis in 1968.
All of you today are now feeling what we have been feeling for centuries. This did not begin in December with Operation Metro Surge. This began centuries ago.
Other Native leaders agreed.
It's a repeat of history, and it's very unfortunate we're in 2026 and we're seeing this happening again today to our Native people.
But maybe things can be different now in Minnesota.
Minneapolis isn't like the rest of the world. We take this stuff seriously, and we're not going to put up with it.
What a lot of Americans are really shocked by, and a lot of the world is really shocked by, is how the United States is treating its own citizens, to say nothing of how it treats people it sees as different, such as immigrant people, or people such as ourselves who they've cast out of, belonging to this nation from the very beginning and tried to actually erase us from this land.
It's unclear what the Trump administration plans to do with its immigration enforcement plan.
Well, I'm looking at that whole situation.
But Native leaders say they will continue to stand up.
It reminds me of what our ancestors taught us, not just as Navajo ancestors, but Indian country ancestors. We all are supposed to be here for one another. And that's one of the things that I continuously say to everybody and anybody that will listen to me. If Indian country unites, we are strong. And that is what the United States government fears.
On unceded Dakota land in what is now Minnesota, I'm Stuart Huntington for ICT.